the muscle that you're the proudest of, that your flex muscle? And he said, the mental.
The mental.
Because anyone can work out and get strong, but at the end of the day, to pick yourself up, wake up at 5:30, 5 a.m. in the morning, and bust ass and go to the gym and work. Oh, that was weird, by the way.
That was a choke slam.
Anyway, he said the mental.
Yeah, he down threw him into the stage.
Yeah. I think Marth can do that too, actually. There's a video a while back.
He got choke slammed. No, that is so true. I honestly, I totally think that is a fact.
The mental.
Yeah, it's one of the stronger facts too that most people don't even, like, they kind of know about it, but they don't really know how to go about training it, you know?
It's hard.
How do you train it?
That's what I was just about to ask.
Well, it's a lot of discipline, right? Like a lot of self-discipline. You need to like kind of like set yourself in a routine, and like routines really help training the mental, I think, the mental side of the game, because it forces you into a rigorous like path, you know?
I heard a saying once, it was like, you know, motivation is for pussies. And you gotta, I don't remember the exact wording, but it's basically like motivation for pussies, you gotta use dedication. Because dedication will be there with you when motivation fails.
Yeah. True. Very true.
What's your routine?
Well,
Zach.
I'm kind of all thrown off right now, to be honest.
Ooh.
I've been.
I could tell from that set with Fruit Loop.
I've been jet lagged, jet lag Johns.
Yeah.
And like now I can't even like go back into my old routine before I left for Europe.
Starting's hard. Starting's the hardest part.
Yeah, well, I'm already going to SoCal tomorrow, so it's like I have to like adapt.
You can't start up a routine now.
Yeah.
It'll last for one day.
Right.
Well, you know, I think a lot of the mental muscle is at being able to acknowledge when you're off your, off your game, and because the first step to improving is recognizing that you have a problem. So if you're able to sit here and say, I'm a little off right now, I think it takes a big man to do that. So I think that's very impressive.
You have to let go of that ego.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's another thing I've been reading a lot about, the ego. And what the ego is and what it means, and how to like combat it.
Is that academic knowledge helpful?
Oh yeah, definitely, and not just in Smash too. Like,
well, yeah,
you can apply it in all parts of your life, Because
I'm getting way better at being patient at work. That's something that's super hard, but I'm at that point. If you lose so many times, you're just like, no, I have to change. I cannot keep doing that. Like, I've been impatient for probably 3 years straight. And now I'm finally
like impatient how, like towards like workers, or like
it's basically like, okay, I have some nutty amazing ideas for Twitch. Not even kidding. Shit that will help every streamer get way more viewers and like do better. But I can't get anybody to do them just yet. The thing that I used to do is like I just get frustrated that no one's doing them right now. Like I want it to work right now. But like the way that you get stuff done in like a big group of people is it's like slowly and over time. Like the more I talk about it, the more people will know about it, the more people will think about it when it's like, what's the next thing we should do?
Coordination is the enemy of speed.
Yeah, But what I really want is to do no coordination, just be like, okay, this idea is better than everything we're doing right now. Let's stop everything and just work on what Bobby Scar just said. But no one will do that. So anyway, patience at work, which is leading me to think maybe I'll learn something about Melee too. But it's hard, man. I get mad pretty easily.
Yeah.
Speaking of patience, just coming back from Europe, I would say on average, the average European Smasher is way more patient than the average American.
Absolutely.
And it was crazy.
Even East Coast to West Coast, I think West Coast in particular is impatient.
Yeah. Well, it's like East Coast, we were totally just trained to believe that like playing lame was the way to win.
Yeah, it's like that in every game. Every fighting game.
But West Coast, it was like, no.
Yeah, West Coast.
And I like that better.
Right.
No, Outlaw, my idea is actually so... You don't even understand how good this idea is. You like literally don't get it.
Which idea is this in particular?
It's the new viewer thing.
So why do you think West Coast was like better for a long period of time? Was it because...
When were they better? Wait. When were they better? So I know.
I guess we'll go from
2011 till about now.
Yeah, I would have even gone to like 09, or Genesis 1 till now.
Yeah, maybe.
Genesis
were
1.
they that good?
Well,
was West Coast that much better?
You just always like you hear about the Cali
would
players,
just beat Mewtwo King.
Right?
But Mewtwo King would beat everybody else.
09 there was still like PC and KDJ.
Kinda.
They didn't go to Genesis.
You know what? I think that's probably geography. I'm gonna be real. I think SoCal and NorCal, because they're so close together that people can get. But if that's what I think.
But if they're,
I lived on the East Coast. It was terrible. There were like 12-man tournaments.
If West Coast players are more impatient than East Coast players, and like patience is like the key to playing well in this game, right? Why were West Coast players viewed as more dominant?
Because we got heart. Because we got heart.
Patience is only good when you're at the same level, don't you think? Like if you're just better.
If I can roll you, I'm gonna roll you. I'm gonna take 1 minute doing it, and then I'm gonna go, get some food or whatever.
I think East Coast, like the way that I said it when I moved out here was, it felt like East Coast would always play the game or play the characters, and West Coast would play the players. And so,
it's funny. Speaking of 12-man tournaments, we're at a 12-man tournament right now.
We're at a 12-man tournament, but this is different.
Yeah, this is different.
This is different than the No Johns bi-weeklies with 12 people showing up. And so I think like, where am I going with that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think the East Coast would just try to do the same thing, but faster and better. And there was a point where West Coast just knew what, like if you keep doing the optimal thing, we're just going to do something that makes no sense. It's just going to win. And when you're on the East Coast, everybody does the optimal thing, so you just literally see the same sequences that net out at like, pretty much even or whatever, over and over.
I will say, I noticed when I went to Sweden, there were like people who had only been playing for a year or 2 years who were way more patient than me, and so it got me thinking like maybe just like the speed that West Coast developed.
Yeah,
they like you were forced to keep up.
Yeah,
or you would get run over, right?
To be honest with you, a lot of it is also game. Oh my god, that was a crazy tech by Azusa. But like in the Brawl days, I think one of the reasons Mewtwo King was so crazy good and so crazy patient was because he would play Brawl and play for timeouts, 10-minute matches, and then he'd come to Melee and he's ledge stalling, and all the Melee players are like, how is he so patient? And it's like, well, the reality is he plays a game where you have to be that patient, and everyone's that patient.
Okay, somebody in chat said that we're stereotyping off Mango and Mewtwo King.
No,
false. That's literally not true. And
there's an FGC documentary about players like Minion, about players like Noel Brown, about players like. Anyway, East Coast players in the FGC and how in Marvel and Street Fighter they're known as the more patient style.
Unless you were there, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, they were our leaders. Like Mewtwo King was the leader of the East
Coast.
But
what I'm saying is, I don't think it's even. I think it goes way deeper than Mango Mewtwo King. I think it is a cultural thing.
I agree.
Because it is exemplified in every game. I think Mango and Mewtwo King are just two more classic East Coast West Coast players. Because every game, this is the case. Every single game, East Coast plays lame, West Coast plays fast and aggressive. That has always been the narrative for 20 years.
I agree. And also, like when you didn't have tournaments, like back in 2009, we didn't hang out all the time, right? Like East Coast had East Coast tournaments, West Coast had West Coast tournaments, and when Mewtwo King was winning every single East Coast tournament, like we figured. We have to get as good as him to beat him. And you look at how he's good to figure out what good means.
Yeah, you would just kind of imitate him.
Right. It's not so simple as, Skartover fucking morons.
Yeah, fuck those
just
guys.
Making gross generalizations about entire scenes.
Yeah, well, let me actually tell you what the name of that documentary is. It's on YouTube, I think. I think it's called The Art of Lame.
The Art of Lame? Really?
Hang on.
It.
That's crazy.
Or like The Art of Playing Lame or something. Hang on. You guys talk. It's called The Art of Lame, a study in defensive play. The Art of Lame, a study in defensive play. It's about East Coast play styles, and
1-1.
I promise you we're not making this up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
When I went to Europe for Beast 4, I think I played King Funk and a couple other Falcos, and they stood on the...
Fuck that guy in Street Fighter 4.
No, I never played him in Street Fighter 4. I stood on the other... These players stood on the other side of the stage and shot lasers.
For 8 minutes?
And I was like, it took me all the way back to when I was on the East Coast playing versus Eggum, where that was literally how he played. He would just shoot lasers. Yeah. And then when he hit you, he would go nuts with his combo game.
Right.
But like his neutral game was pretty much like, I'm actually literally not going to approach you, so figure out how to get in.
Right. Yeah, you figure it out.
And so anyway, I definitely noticed that there was that culture of, I don't have to approach. I don't feel pressured to approach all the time.
Right.
Which is annoying because I feel like I don't have that either. I don't know how to get that back. I don't know if I ever had it. But I think listening to you talk about Fox and thinking about Fox as a character, like, he's only so strong if he's always going in. Like, you need to be able to be unpredictable.
Well,
and
the reality
him
is
running away
you have to be able
to
to do both.
Right.
Get you a man who can do both.
It's hard.
I would argue he's strongest not when he's always going in, but when he's right outside the zone of punishment from the other character, because he can zip out and in so quickly that he'll just punish everything that you do. So he has to be like right outside that zone.
Yeah.
You know?
He's got that crazy effective range. Someone used that word, but I think it was Kirby Kaze used that term, effective range, and I really like that.
What about versus who?
Falcon.
Like Fox versus Falcon?
Yeah, because Falcon goes farther.
Yeah, well,
but if you stand at that range, you can do things like preemptively back air very safely.
Or even if you're in his like narrow range, because back arrow.
Because you can stuff it. You can stuff. Falcon's a very easy character to stuff.
Yeah, you can crouch cancel it too.
Yep.
That's what Melee's very unique because of crouch canceling in that sense.
Is that strong? Why strong bad here?
I played Alvin's
Falcon. With the Scar Fox.
That's so fucking mad.
Alvin's Falcon. I bet I would.
Did it make you think about switching back to Falcon?
No, it didn't. It made me think like it's hard to warm up.
I gotta play Fox.
That's literally what it made me feel like.
Yeah.
It is hard.
Because like I would shine him and then I wouldn't wave dash. The other thing that I think is so hard about Melee, I actually am very interested in what you guys think about this. Like when you get hit, just by any little, you get nicked, right? Like a weak hit and you're at low percent. Figuring out when you're standing up straight and you can do your normal stuff, like that timing is so important, I think. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like even if I get jabbed, it ruins my whole, I'm like in my shield, I start rolling, and I can't just get to standing up straight. What am I doing?
I
did not press shield so much?
I think that's a matter of like, well, one playing a lot, so you can recognize situations where you'll get hit like that, and also like being aware of the what percent you're at, and really like abusing how far you can crouch cancel stuff till, because you can actually crouch cancel stuff to ridiculous percents in this game.
I don't crouch cancel enough. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I don't crouch cancel enough. It's so good.
Yeah, you could just be dash dancing and hold down on the C stick, and it'll crouch cancel for you.
It'll ASDI down. It won't crouch cancel.
All right, well, they're basically the same thing, Like
we literally had this conversation before.
Oh, really?
Did he just pull two Stitch Face in a row and whiff mode? That's so funny.
Where I said crouch cancel and he said ASDI down, and I said, what's the difference?
Well, but in the situation we were talking about, it was different.
It was definitely different.
Which is what I want to point out.
Okay.
In the situation we were talking about, one was safe and one was not. But I do agree that in the general case, yes, I was being difficult there on purpose. I'm sorry.
No, I like it. I like the rigor.
The rigor. I love rigor, dude.
I'm about it.
I actually wrote a neutral game guide.
Oh.
I've been working on.
Wait, where is it?
It's not released yet.
Oh,
okay.
I was trying to release it before Beast, but I just got caught up with things. But it's like written. It's ready to go.
Okay.
We're gonna publish it on the CLG website pretty soon.
Let me know when I can both read it and tweet it.
Is Pew Pew also moving down to SoCal? Are you guys? Is this like a joint CLG thing or just you?
Nah, just me.
Okay.
Just me. He's still doing school.
Sure.
And
are you done with school?
No, but I'm not in school, so.
Okay. So you're done with school? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
In my view,
fuck school.
I would say literally fuck school.
Yeah.
School sucks.
School sucks.
Well, at this stage, right? Like I have so much going.
Yeah. And I wish that I went to school when I knew what I cared about, because then I would have done so much more relevant studying, and I would actually have cared. You're leaving?
Bye, Alvin.
Bye,
No, don't
Alvin.
leave. I want to play more. No, don't leave. I get to take a break in a little bit. Just stay a little bit longer.
Alvin's scared.
He has work.
He doesn't want that work.
You have work?
Fuck work.
I was going to give him that work. All right, fine, Alvin. I'll see you later, man.
Peace out, bro.
But yeah, this neutral game guide, it's kind of directed more towards lower to mid-level players, and like with easy examples.
Okay, cool.
But I think a lot of the concepts, the top level and like veteran players, they like know, but they haven't really articulated them.
Yeah.
So they don't really understand it fully.
Yeah.
So I think this will be like a good oh yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah, if you're able to put like a thought into words, that's like really important, even if people get it already.
I think a lot of
words are good.
PPMD's old posts on Smashboards were really good at this. I think he broke down the neutral game in really clever.
Yeah.
Not even clever, just easy to understand ways.
Right, very simple. Like, here's the objective. Here's what you should be doing to achieve that objective.
I want to get better with Fox, dude.
I know you keep talking about it.
I know. I haven't felt this way since before I moved here, I think, to be honest.
I remember that Bobby. That Bobby was on a grind.
Yeah.
Went to every single tournament.
Yeah. But, yeah, then I
used to
had
do
this
that.
period of I hate Falcon and I hate everything.
Well, maybe the frustrations at work have, like,
Come to
flowed
a-
over into your gaming
I think so.
life.
And I think that I just get to learn something new. I hate not learning anything new.
Yeah.
I play Falcon the same way that I always played him. I'm not doing anything better. I just practice tech chasing and it's too hard. My reactions suck. And then Phil can do it perfectly and I get mad at him. Fuck you, Phil.
Heck,
hard.
there are like 15-year-olds now that have like perfect Fox
know.
tech skill.
I know. I love fucking those kids up.
Wait, is Strong Bad here?
He is.
Why is everyone here?
It's weird. I don't like
Do
it.
people
I actually
live
don't
here?
like it.
I didn't even know Strong Bad was in Norcal.
Strongman moved to Norcal. He works at Wavedash Games.
Oh.
Along with Wesley Ruddle.
I love that guy. He's not here yet, though, right?
I actually don't know that guy at all. I've never hung out with
He's
him.
amazing.
Everyone says he is,
You'll
so
like him a lot.
I feel like I have to take their word for it.
Brian Tran said he's coming up tonight.
Cool.
No way.
Yes.
He didn't tell me? I'm actually super offended.
wow.
I'm not sure if we're friends. Never mind,
Well,
Toad.
he
This
told
guy
Brian
sucks.
Tran. I'm here for you, Bobby. Bobby, you know
That's
about
exactly
visiting NorCal.
right.
You're the first
That's
person I
right,
would hit
dude.
up.
I'm actually just going to whoop him with my Fox and then say we're not friends.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
That's so funny.
Anyway, Azusa's getting that work.
Yeah, he's getting kind of trenched this game.
I think the stage is boring for this matchup.
This stage was boring.
For this matchup, I like the stage in this matchup. Because they can each combo each other like 80, so it doesn't go forever. I say that, but this match has been going on forever, so never mind.
That's been going on for a minute.
I like this stage in all matchups because you can really see the neutral. Like you can see who wins the
Crystal
neutral
clear.
exchange, yeah, and who doesn't. And
that's true.
Hacks would always say, you know, platforms are gimmicky. Like
Don't cite. Hacks doesn't know what the fuck he's
Yeah,
talking
actually,
about.
that's
they are gimmicky.
No,
like,
no.
If you're
something that is involved in 5/6 of the stages is not gimmicky. It's a core part of the game.
no, but I
FD
mean
is
like
gimmicky.
in terms of neutral, the
That
platforms
means
are
you're only
gimmicky.
That means you're only defining neutral as a two-dimensional ground game.
That's true. Melee is
That
bigger
means
than
if
that.
you're not accounting platforms in your neutral game guide, then your neutral game probably sucks.
Well,
I would say
I do talk about.
I would say
platforms.
okay. Here's something that I realized kind of recently that I want to see if you agree with this. So Peach is a character that on every stage, including FD, she can jump and she can float to sort of vary the timing with which she comes down. And something a lot of other characters do with platforms is the platform gives you almost an opportunity to float, where you can waveland on the platform, hang out there for a split second, and vary the timing you come off of it, and the drift.
That's right.
I started thinking of platforms and wavelanding on them as almost like floats in their own way.
For every character.
In a sense.
Yeah.
Especially characters like Sheik, Marth, characters that like to... Oh, not Marth
Except
so much.
Puff. She can't jump that high.
Anyways, I don't
She
know.
has to
I feel like
use
I've been throwing out critiques left and right today.
I like the critiques.
Just wanted to...
You got to keep everybody honest.
How about
dude.
that, Zach? Think about that.
Yeah.
I got nothing to say.
And you know I'm only saying that because I think you're a god.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
I'm alright.
But I think most people recognize that.
Yeah.
Obviously, Toph